Okay, what do we got? Little Ninja 250. Speak of the devil. It's actually what I want to do a video about. Yeah, might as well. Oh, that's a 500. Can I ask you a question? Okay, I'm a moto vlogger. And I get a lot of people asking me the question, should I start on a 250? I thought that was a 250 from the street.
No, this is my first bike. It's a 500.
What do you think of the 500 as the first bike?
It's not enough for me now, that's for sure. I've been on it for just over a year.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but it was pretty awesome. I got it brand new.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like starting on the 500?
It's not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's alright. You can sit up or you can go down.
Gotcha, gotcha. So did you have any riding experience before?
No.
None.
A little bit on a dirt bike growing up, but not too much, no.
Okay, cool. So have you ever got stung in traffic, cut off, stuff like that?
Well, with the white helmet, that really helps. Like, I did a bit of research.
Yeah.
White helmet, people can see you from a lot farther away. That's why I got it starting out.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So you've been riding a year?
Yes.
Started on a 500?
Yes.
Did you take a motorcycle safety course?
Yes.
Cool. How did you like?
I got the bike and then I took the course.
Okay.
I got familiar with the bike, which I think is essential.
Yes, no, understand.
Before you take the course.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you did some pissing around on your bike, and then you took the course.
Yeah, just for a few months.
Okay.
Yeah, just drive around here and there and then take the course.
So how fast have you had that sucker going?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Be honest. We're not moving.
What is this anyway? What is all this?
I'll tell you after we're done. Come on. Come on. I'm not a cop. I'm not associated with any government agency. So how fast have you had it going?
Oh fuck, on this bike you could probably... I'm really not sure how fast it'll go. I haven't even taken it up all the way.
Okay, fair enough.
Probably do 130, maybe 140 or 150 if you're going down a hill.
Okay, yeah, no, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Okay, I'm a YouTuber and I'm R1 Chronicles. You're gonna be on one of my videos.
Awesome.
Cool.
Make sure you edit it so that I look good.
I'll try. No guarantees.
Alright, take it easy.
You take care. Okay, that just worked out perfect. The reason I say that, I wanted to do a video because I'm getting a lot of questions from some new riders. What bike should I start out on? Now, I've never agreed with, will he come up behind us with, oh, you must start on the 250. Okay, there's this, oh, sorry, big guy. There's a reason I started out on a 100. It's all I could afford. Oh God. Cutlass? I think that's Cutlass. That was all I could afford. But now also, I was thinking about this and I'm going to try to find the picture for it. RCs. My mother sent me some pictures a couple years back of me and a friend bombing around on my first bike. It wasn't even really a motorbike, so I'm going to see if I can find those pictures. But that's why I started out driving on the streets as 100. Well, I was 14 years old. I didn't need a license. And I could actually drive it to school. So that's why I started out on a 100. And the biggest thing is, well, it's the only thing I could afford too. Now when I jumped to my 450, I'd already been racing my dirt bike a couple years, and I really wanted a street bike. And note to self, do not come back this way. Ooh, smells like tar. Nice road. I have to drive this road every stinking day coming home from work. So it's nice they finally got some tar on the other side. So that's why my first bike was a 450 at 16 years old. It's what I could afford. So now this is what I'm going to say. Go with the bike you can afford to a point. Oh, we got a cable in front there. Watch the road, man. Watch the road. Distracted driving. Actually, could probably get charged for that. Okay, construction zone. We gotta be careful. So that was part of the reason why I started out at 450. It's what I could afford. You know, I was able to shift from my dirt bike straight into a street bike. And but now I was hoping I was going to go somewhere else for this. I wanted to do this a bit stationary so I could talk a little better. The biggest key to riding a motorbike for your very first time, it's not the bike, it's not how much power the bike has, not at all. The biggest key is this right here. The person behind that bike. Okay, oh man, what an idiot. Coming in a construction zone on a day like this. Okay. So yeah, the biggest key is the person. Ooh. That is nice. That is really nice. Second gear. Oh, he's got the judge on it. Nice car. Nice car. What year is that? A 70? Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, no, the biggest key to riding a motorbike is not the power behind the bike. It does, I'm going to explain some differences in a second, but it's actually the rider of the bike. Now, oh, come on, please don't cut in front of me. Rude, man, rude. Okay, we got enough room, but this person blocked me, so I'm going to be leery of this person. Because I'm going to try something. Now, we just talked to that 500 rider. He started on a 500 and he said it was an awesome bike to start on. I could just tell by that rider though. I could tell by his personality type. That's why I asked, finish that sentence. I could tell by his personality type that he never really gave it on that bike. I'm really good at reading people. Nice yawn. And so if you're gonna respect the bike, drive like a sane person. In my opinion, get whatever bike you can afford. But skill up quick. Oh, hot. Oh, I'm just sweating in the gear I wore today. But always dress for riding. Don't be a squid. Okay. So the rider attitude, that is one of the biggest things. Now, one thing I wanted to say about a bike too, you know, you go into the bigger bikes, you go into the super sports, and you got to be ready. And I've actually known someone to go away from a super sport because he couldn't handle the throttle. Instead of learning it, we're talking a 600. And instead of taking the time to learn it, he just went away from it. So, now what I mean by that, the super sports, there's a lot of power behind them. And they're geared for speed. So, this is where I just want to make this point so you're aware of it, that you can do this back and forth oscillation if you're timid on the throttle, not good enough on the throttle, the whole bit. And now I also want to say that can get you into trouble. Okay, I also wanted to say something here. If you're a new rider, and my best advice I could give, best advice I can give to you is, even if I've said this before, even if you're an experienced rider, twist of the wrist 2. Okay, look down, hit that show more button. I'm going to include a link to this. And I'm going to say this a few times. There's a reason for it. I've seen a lot of videos out there. Inexperienced riders, well, not very experienced, let's put it that way. Riders giving a lot of tips, which I just don't agree with. Or they're relaying it secondhand, something they've just watched or just learned. So twist of the wrist 2. Okay, second repeat. Now this video is really good. It explains things with video. Some really good concepts. So this is where, if you're a new rider, hey, watch this video. I really mean it. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going because I'm going somewhere where I didn't think I'd be going. No wavy from a Harley rider, go figure. Okay, so once again, third time, twist of the wrist 2. Now, watch it. If you're a new rider, never ridden before, watch it again. Once you get your bike and you start riding, watch it again. I'm not joking. Because this video will... How's it going? I noticed they're laughing at me in the peripheral. So, it'll explain things much better and actually show you through video the whole bit. But why I keep thinking of this, and I'm going to come back to that point. Now, if you go to a more powerful bike, which has a more variable or less variable on the throttle, meaning you hit that throttle, it's going to go. You get off on that throttle, it's going to stop quickly. Because what you can get yourself in trouble with if with an inexperienced rider is, is you can start oscillating the bike. And what I mean by that is putting oscillating like this. Now, why I wanted to bring that up as an example, say you're very timid and you're not smooth on the throttle, it's going to be more pronounced in corners. So You're going, well, what's the bad thing about that? Okay, preload or loading the front end. Now, you probably heard me in many of my videos going nice and smooth in corners. There's a reason for that. If you're not nice and smooth in corners, say you come into a corner, you're coming in hard, you start going into the corner, you're doing a nice corner, and doing a nice corner, coming around, and then all of a sudden you dump the throttle. Okay, the bike does this and it moves forward, so your weight actually starts shifting forward. Now you've loaded up the front end too much, and you're probably going to wipe out the bike because you've just loaded up your front end past the gripping point of the tire. So that's one thing you really got to watch. Now, I'm using this as an example. This is why a lot of people will say, get a 250. Throttle response on those absolutely sucks. So you got more play, you got more give. So when you're going into a corner, you let off on it, well, it's going to roll forward slowly. And you also have less weight to deal with. So it's easier for newer riders to understand. But to me, to the person who got an R1 for his first bike, his 18th birthday, you lucky shit. Like I was saying to him, man, I would have wet my pants with joy if that ever happened to me. So now, this is where, oh, nice, beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. This is where you have to be honest with yourself. If you're timid, say, okay, what I'm going to use as an example. Oh God, I don't want to take it on the freeways. Don't get a big bike. Well, should I say that? Nah, bad example. What's a better example here? Skydiving, yes, okay. If you're timid and you're just thinking it would be nice to have, meaning you're going to be driving under fear, don't get a big bike. The power will probably hurt you. Okay, where am I going? I have no idea. Okay, beautiful example there. Also, now, if you're going to start out on a big bike for the first bike, you've got no riding experience. That guy I talked to on the 500, perfect. That was absolutely beautiful timing. Practice hard when you get your bike. And what I mean by that, going slow. First thing you do is learn how to drive your bike slow. Oh, I should have turned there. I should have. Not thinking. Okay, first of all, learn how to drive your bike slow. Then, learn how to brake it hard. Because what gets people into trouble on motorbikes? Survival reactions. See, and this is why I always... Oh, I should have went down a back street. This is why I always tell people, get a dirt bike. Why I say that is you're going to get the front end loose. You're going to understand what it feels like for your front end to get wobbly. You're going to have your back end all over the goddamn place. And, well, depending on your riding, half the time you'll be up on the back wheel. So, those are beautiful ways to learn the weight of a motorbike. So, now say you're starting... just an ugly view. Nothing but commercial/industrial. Okay, this is Nose Hill off to my left here. Too funny, when I first moved to Calgary, I thought it was Noss Hill. I misheard somebody tell me. But, okay, back to my point of thought before I lose it. So now you get your new rider, new motorbike. What's the first thing you do? You watch the video, twist to the wrist 2. Should've, nah, not there. Second thing you do is you take it out, you learn it quick. Motorcycle safety course also. I really recommend for new riders, take it. I never did when I was younger. Am I being egotistic? No, I just had so much experience. When I actually took my motorcycle course, I took it in the rain. The guy goes, do you want to take it another day? I go, no man, let's go. So take your motorcycle safety course, but now what you do, new riders, I really suggest this. Even if it's a new bike, this pisses me off about new riders that buy new bikes with no scratches on them. They're so scared of getting a scratch on their bike. Don't be. Take your bike out and almost to the point, you know, learn how to stunt the sucker. Oh, little Sportster. I don't mean like some of the stunters nowadays. God, his name isn't coming to mind. He's just awesome. But to the point where you can come up, gonna do an example here, and I just did a hard front brake. You can load your front end. You can load your front end so it dips right down. You learn where the skid point is on that quickly. That'll save your life more often than not. Now, the next thing is what gets a lot of new riders into trouble, and this is my take on it. Everything in this video is just my opinions, nothing else. Just remember, I'm a rambling idiot. Another thing that gets new riders into trouble is they don't have the experience to, let's take this intersection, to judge how long it's gonna take them to stop. You may know intellectually, okay, this speed, it's going to take me 100 feet to stop, blah, 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 etc., etc. But until you actually experience that, and your brain has it worked out on the physical with the body, I've seen a lot of people get in trouble that way. Things just come up faster than they think they will. But now, why it's so important with the front brake, and why, I mean, learn your front brake to the point where you get used to the rear end literally getting light and coming off the ground. You don't have to worry about a brakie to start. Wow, she's dieseling today. So, if you're getting something bigger than, no matter what bike, even if it's a 250, same thing applies. But back to my original topic. Man, I'm just rambling. I'm just a rambling fool today. Okay, let's go on the Deerfoot. Should have went in front. Actually, I should have went straight. I don't think I've ever been down there. So no matter what, 100cc, yeah, goddamn it, a 50cc. 50cc, you get yourself a leader bike. Learn it quickly and don't worry about scratching the damn thing. Okay. So, you know, it really depends on personality, the person, how you like riding, our personality in person. And I really hate to say this. Usually the best riders are the ones that have absolutely no fear. And why I say that, they want to be on the bike, they want to be cruising around, they don't care if there's 100 cars around them. And I'm not saying be disrespectful, I'm just saying the personality type. I equate this back to skydiving. I've used this analogy a few times. If you're talked into it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. If it's something you really want to do, and man, you gotta do, you'll probably do well at it, because you're driven. Oops. A little loose, grabbing a bit of air. I'm not sure where I'm going. Out of the way, out of the way. Come on, move that thing over. But once again, never trust vehicles. No matter what type of bike you're on, my philosophy is you'll get cut off every hour you're riding. So once you get a bike, learn how to damn ride it. Don't be scared of scratching it. Get out there and skill up quickly. Now just remember, the bigger bike you go, the faster things happen. And also, the more weight you're dealing with. Fair statement, not really these days. God, this thing only weighs 385 dry. Go, go, go. So yeah. Back to Twist of the Wrist 2. Yes, I know I've said that enough times, but that video could teach you more than I could in I could teach you more in an hour and a half than I could in fucking day. They put that together so well. So look down, click that show more button, and watch that video. Thank you. But the biggest key to your success, any type of bike, doesn't matter what it is practicing. Go find some quiet streets. I used to do this on my dirt bike, but I think it would still apply too. I think this one would still apply to street bikes. I just never had to do it because I was so well practiced on my dirt bike. Set yourself up a figure 8 course. Come in hard. I mean really hard. It's like you're racing. Pretend you're Guy Martin and or Rossi. scream it as hard as you can. Make sure you have a lot of room to overshoot the corner in case you fuck up. Oh, hot. Okay, let me just get a little bit of wind here, cool down. Scream it as hard as you can. Down that straight, coming up to the corner. Hold it as long as you can. Now start your braking. Brake hard. Slowly work up, of course. Don't do this immediately right out of the bat. Slowly work your speed up as you go. Now, come into the corner, braking as hard as you can. And don't worry about the start. Don't worry about using your gears to help you braking, just your brakes. But when you come into that corner, make sure you have it in the proper gear. And what this is going to do for you, it's going to do two things. It's going to let you know how much you can load your front end, how quickly you can brake your bike, and also why you're setting a figure eight. This is the most important, and this is what a lot of people miss. They'll go out and practice braking and that's it. Why the figure eight is you want to be thinking, what the hell am I doing after I'm done braking? That's the corner coming up. So you're doing a double duty here. Okay. Where the hell am I going? Okay, I know where I'm going. So you're doing two things. You're braking and you're thinking about what you need to do once you're done braking. Okay, why the hell is that going off? God, I haven't been down this road in a long time. I can use this as a good example. So that's an awesome exercise. When I was on a dirt bike, I used to spend a good half hour or sometimes an hour just doing that as part of my practice. Go ahead. But now I can use, this would be a great spot to stop just for a second. Because I want to say something else. And this is an awesome example because we have all this traffic. See all those vehicles going by? This is why I always say drive like you're invisible. Every one of those can kill you. I'm not joking. And so whenever I drive a motorbike, I do not trust a single person, even if I'm following that person and I know them. I still don't trust them. Almost look like a cop. So keep that in mind, and don't be scared. Someone asked me, man, you split traffic like you're fearless. You know, that's one thing I never worried about. It doesn't even cross my mind. Fear never jumps in there, because motorbikes, they've always been something I've absolutely loved. So when I'm doing something on a bike, fear, it's not even part of the equation. I'm the kind of person, I find being aggressive on a motorbike a fun thing to do. So now, just remember, when you're ever on your motorbike, doesn't matter what it is, you're always invisible. Do not trust a single person. So what bike you get as a first bike? Let your pocketbook add. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Let that be the decision, what you think you can ride. Now, just remember, when you're on a bike like this puppy, it'll get you there quick, and that's what gets a lot of newer riders into trouble is they don't realize that they don't have the experience in understanding how fast that distance will disappear. So if you think you can handle it, you think you got the right mindset for it, get the bike you think you can drive. Don't let people scare the piss out of you saying, oh my God, you should have started on a 250. And in the same regard, you get a 250 and people are going, oh, you only got a 250? Give them the finger. Say, hey man, I got 2 wheels, that's all I need. Because to me, that's the key to me. If I have 2 wheels, I'm happy. So just remember that. Don't let peer pressure, stupid people talk you into something you don't want to get. Type of bike you get, this is what I'm really leery of when I buy a bike. How much it weighs. If it looks nice to me, if I can't look at the bike, man, I ain't gonna own that bike. It's pure and simple like that. It's got to give you a woody. Okay, if the bike doesn't give you a woody, you're not going to like that bike for very long. You're going to want to get another one. So, once again, what video should you watch? That's right, twist of the wrist 2. And get a bike you think's going to be fun for you. That is so important. Where the hell am I? God, I'd love a Slurpee right now. My nuts are roasting. Roasted nuts. Okay, what's this guy doing? So don't even listen to me. Listen to yourself. Don't listen to anybody but yourself. Now, you've heard me say a lot of people should start out on a dirt bike. And why I say that, coming back to an earlier point, why I say that is you learn so much on a dirt bike. More so, you learn how to get thrown off a motorbike. And you don't get that hurt. Proper gear, that is. Don't be a squid.